You know, when all year round you get so much exposed to the larger than life films, this one definitely feels like a breath of fresh air. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, guys. And I finally watched Dunki today, which is directed by Rajkumar Hirani. And it was one of the most anticipated films in my own watch list for 2023. Now, when the teaser and trailer had dropped, there was a lot of negative chatter around this film that, oh, it looks so underwhelming, maza nahi aa raha hai, oh, the Rajkumar Hirani magic is missing. But then I was like, no, we have to wait and watch because this is a Rajkumar Hirani film and the trailer cut is probably not going to be the most goosebump worthy trailer, but what Rajkumar Hirani gets correct is the emotion. And to my relief, that is exactly what I got when I watched this film today. Now, starting with the storyline of this film, as you had seen in the trailer, this film talks about a group of people who want to go to London by any means possible. Now, why they want to go and why they are so freaking desperate gets actually established in the entire first half of the film. And this is what I really liked, the context setting. Usually what happens is that when you have a big ensemble cast, the main lead always gets the maximum amount of shine, and then the entire remaining cast, their storyline is like, okay, yeah, it is there to move the story forward. But not in this case. Here, every cast member got equal shine. Now, yes, technically Shahrukh Khan is the lead of the film, hum bol sakte hai, but to be very honest, I felt ki every character in this movie was a lead because the amount of screen time they got, the amount of time it took to actually set their story, the amount of time Rajkumar Hirani took to kind of make us understand that from which background and psyche they are coming from and why they are so desperate, you connect to each and every character. Now, because the context is set so beautifully in the entirety of the first half, the second half payoffs become very good. Like why a particular character has taken a certain decision, because that much context has already been set. Now, the story does give you a lot of perspectives, but in the typical Rajkumar Hirani style, he tries to keep it as light-hearted as possible. But because the topic itself is so serious, you really cannot make the entire movie as a light-hearted film. So Rajkumar Hirani very intelligently, he kept the first half reserved for comedy because most of the comical moments you get in the first half of the film, and post interval the tonality of the film completely changes. For me, this was the most different Rajkumar Hirani film. Like if you are going with the mindset that, oh, we're gonna get something like Three Idiots, Munna Bhai, so let me just stop you guys. It's not that. It's very different from those films. For this film, we actually need to go with a completely clean slate because I would say that this was probably his most different film for me. And that's because of the seriousness of the topic and even the tonality of the film, especially in the second half where it gets very serious. I mean, there are comical moments, but still, more or less, it is addressing a very important issue. Now, this story is a very prevalent reality in our country. In fact, when I was watching the film, I was kind of getting reminded of the time when I was a student थी and I was like desperate to get out of India कि नहीं मुझे यहाँ पढ़ना ही नहीं है मुझे बाहर पढ़ना है because that perception was made कि oh the education is better there, the lifestyle is better there and the job opportunities is better there and it was there. I mean, वो drill हुआ था मेरे दिमाग में भी. But I would say fortunately, very fortunately, I honestly thank my stars because I almost sat down to give SATs. But at the last moment, I was like, no, I don't want to give it. I would rather, do my graduation here. And that's a completely different story, how I got convinced to not go there. But I'm saying that there were certain things that I could really relate. Here, obviously, they have shown the entire issue of illegal immigration and what these people face and how the mindset actually works and why they are so desperate that they want to get out of their country by any means possible. For me, in this film, my biggest takeaway was, of course, the story, but also the character arcs. I felt that in this film, like I said, everybody is a lead for me. I'm going to, of course, talk about the performances separately, but this is what my biggest biggest takeaway was. And yes, I definitely enjoyed SRK's previous two films, but this was the movie that I was truly waiting for, because you know, we have, at least I have grown up watching that charming SRK. Like he's the charming actor for me. He's not the action hero for me. Of course, यहाँ पे भी थोड़े बहुत glimpses है action के, but this is the avatar that I have grown up watching. So maybe that was also in my head कि I'm just so happy to watch SRK in this kind of heartwarming role. And when you have someone like Shahrukh Khan and Rajkumar Hirani and they join forces together, then of course you are in for a great ride. Now let me just tell you, the running length of the film is almost 3 hours. So for some people it might be like an issue that, oh, it's a very long film, but at least for me, I thought no, it was required, because there are so many characters and you really need to set the context for each and every character. So that much length is justified. But yeah, definitely I can understand if someone comes and tells me that nahi yaar, thodi lambi film thi. It's okay. I mean, that is like a really subjective opinion. Now I want to talk a little bit about the technicalities. I felt that visually the film was very stunning, and I mean, I was not even surprised, because whatever I saw from the trailer, जो भी गाने मैंने देखे, मुझे visually काफी अच्छे लग रहे थे. So I was very confident that the movie is going to look really good. Also, the way they have shown the entire Dunki route, that was also really nice to see. Though I would have wanted a bit more of that. Like, मतलब पूरा रूट उन्होंने दिखाया कि हाँ यहाँ से यहाँ जाते हैं, यहाँ से यहाँ जाते हैं, वो प्रॉपर प्रोसेस हमको समझाया गया है, बट आई वांटेड मोर ऑफ दैट. लाइक आई probably wanted that in more detail, but you guys let me know what are your thoughts in the comments. Coming to the music, during the trailer and teaser reaction I had said that other than it being a Rajkumar Hirani film, I'm also looking forward to the entire album of this film, because he really gives a variety of songs to us. And जो भी song drop आए थे, I have reacted to couple of them. कुछ में मैंने react नहीं किया, but I had liked all the songs. And here also I would say the placement of the songs are really good. Background score is not overwhelming at all. I think it has been used quite strategically throughout the entire film. Editing and pacing wise, like I said, it could be like a mixed opinion of people that, oh, somebody might think that this is a very long drawn film, but for me, to be honest, I felt that the length was justified, because every character got their shine here. Now coming to the performances, guys, I'm not overstating this, but I think you will have a favorite character. Like, you might go in for Shahrukh Khan, हाँ कि शाहरुख खान की movie देखने जा रहे हैं, but I am telling you, you won't be able to pick. At least you'll be like, अरे यार, everybody's acting so well यार. It's not like all the spotlight is going to Shahrukh Khan. That's why I said that's what I liked about the writing the most, and it was my biggest takeaway, that how every character arc was kind of given its importance. So it's not like, oh, it's a Shahrukh Khan show, but you will definitely be like, oh, I like this actor or like this character more, because everybody gave amazing performances. Let's just start with Vicky Kaushal. Vicky Kaushal is a superstar in my eyes. Like, Vicky Kaushal deserves the world. He deserves the universe. He deserves everything. He deserves superstardom. His entire cameo is just so impactful, and he's just, you will remember his character just no matter what. He was absolutely amazing, and I really want now Rajkumar Hirani to cast him as the lead in his next film, because the guy is just a powerhouse of talent. He is amazing. He's amazing. He was probably, yeah, I think he was my favorite character in this film. Then you have Vikram Kochar and Anil Grover. Both of them have done fabulous acting. Their comic timing is on point. I absolutely loved. I just love the entire group dynamic, to be very honest. And it's only because everybody performed really well. Baman Irani, wow. I mean, I just love him as an actor, and he can just do any role with ease. You give him a negative role, you give him a positive role, you give him a serious role, you give him a funny role like this over here. He was absolutely fantastic. Taapsee Pannu, I would say that for me, my favorite Taapsee Pannu performance was till date probably Pink and Thappad, but here also she did phenomenal. But yeah, people might think that, oh, I mean, this kind of role is pretty easy for her, because she has played that Punjabi Kudi, but her performance was quite endearing. And then Shahrukh Khan, I was just so happy to just see Shahrukh. I mean, not that I was not happy to see him in that Dishum action role, but I feel that in my heart, in the core of my heart, this is the Shahrukh that I want to see. This is the him doing melodramatic scene. In fact, Shahrukh का तो पता नहीं क्यों लोग शाहरुख का मजाक उड़ाते हैं melodramatic scenes में. मुझे लगता है कि that is his like biggest USP. Him being the charmer, him being melodramatic, him kind of delivering the emotional scenes. And there is one, I think for me the standout scene was the court scene, which is in the second half. That was where Shahrukh kind of tells from his point of view why they are so desperate to kind of cross the border, and how he kind of expresses that, there's this dilemma that he's going through. I don't want to give spoilers, but there is a dilemma that he's going through, that he wants to stay here, but he cannot say anything bad for his country. So I think that was portrayed really, really well. One of the standout scenes actually of this film. So overall, I feel this is, because it's festive season, this is probably one of the perfect watches that you can do with your family. And because I went in with my family today in the morning, and most of them were families, sorry, most of them were like families. And it was a nice, I don't know, but बहुत ही वो बोलते हैं ना कि बहुत ही पारिवारिक माहौल था. So that was the entire vibe of the theater, which was really nice and endearing. And yeah, it's a big weekend for the film. Two big films are clashing. For movie lovers like me, हमारी तो चांदी ही चांदी है. So I am looking forward to all the releases this weekend. But if you have watched Dunki, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And these were my immediate thoughts, because I have just come in and I was like, yes, I have to just sit and talk about this film. Maybe I'll do like a detailed spoiler discussion with probably Nona. We'll see when that happens. But yeah, if you have watched the film, let me know your thoughts. And these were my thoughts on Dunki. And yeah, that's it. That was the review, guys. Those were my thoughts. I'm gonna sign off now from this video, and I will see you soon on my next one. Bye.